Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again this week.
Hello!
This week we finally got a chance to go and watch Halloween.
Yes!
I was a big fan of the originals.
Yeah.
Um,
Loved it growing up.
not so much the Rob Zombie remakes. They were good, but not a big fan of the sequel that he did. But definitely a fan of John Carpenter.
Yeah.
As you've probably heard
The
before.
first two, yeah.
Yes.
They were...
Starring Jamie Lee Curtis. And now they've revamped it, or they've done like a sequel to the originals.
Yeah.
And just completely wiped out the
H2O.
multiple sequels that were afterwards.
Bye-bye, Josh Hartnett.
Yes, bye-bye, Josh Hartnett.
You do not
But
exist.
in all fairness, this Halloween, it was, I don't know, there was something about it that just didn't ring true to me.
No. I mean, I get that vibe. But I was so entertained.
Yeah.
Because it's... You go.
I first thing that stopped me in the movie was 40 years? He waited 40 years just for that one Halloween?
Realistic?
I mean, the doctor tells the journalists or the podcasters that they had moved him, or they had 50 different specialists had seen them, and obviously they would have moved him in that time.
Yeah.
So he had probably 40 years of opportunities
transfer,
to go out there and
it's true.
wreak havoc. And in the old movies, he always did.
Yeah.
In the old movies, he was just unstoppable. No
Yeah.
matter what,
Yeah.
he was just there to kill people.
Yeah.
And not usually naughty people.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like this one he just kind of killed for the sake of it.
Well, he had 40 years pent up murder rage.
But then there wasn't enough murder in it for me. Oh, that's gonna make me sound real bad.
That's brutal.
But no, I don't know. I remember, because he cold-hearted killer in the first few. In this one, he killed a total of 4 or 5 people.
Pretty brutally though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of neck snapping, which I was surprised to see. Obviously, he didn't have any other weapons, but
yeah.
I just thought, there was just something odd about him waiting 40 years to go back.
That's a good point. I hadn't actually thought about that. I was just like, oh my god, yes.
But I like how they were they started off the film as these people wanted to know why he killed.
Yeah.
Why is he?
It was a focus on him, and not so much on Jamie Lee Curtis' character.
I don't know. They tried to make him out more as a human.
Whereas
the old movies, he was just a force of evil.
Yeah, he was just
he was unstoppable. Whereas this one tried to humanize him in however way you could, like a monster like that. But you never pay off in the end. And in the original films, you're led to believe, or in horror films in general in the past, it was always there was this hidden theme of people who were naughty or had sex before marriage.
Yes.
Would be the first people to die.
The virgin always lived.
And Michael murdered his sister when he was a kid because she had been naughty with a guy.
Yeah.
And I thought, why would it felt like they were going to try and build up on that.
Yeah, with the
and especially with the granddaughter and the boyfriend, and then his friend trying to hit on her as well.
Oh, yeah, he was just
I'm like...
Oh, that was seedy. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously he died because he was...
Lee Curtis trying to get, revenge on all these years of...
Yeah, and it obviously follows her story being... everyone thinks she's trapped in that moment, but she's actually building a trap for him. I was, wondering the whole time, why was her daughter scared of the basement? There was nothing down there.
Yeah.
And then I realised it was
it's all just an act to get him down there.
I would be scared of going down some stairs that had these jagged things going through it.
It's very true.
Which I thought, why didn't they wait till he was up the stairs and then go...
Yeah, and then, protect themselves from him and just stay there?
No, because they sealed him off down there.
Oh, so you're saying wait for him to walk back up and do it and then,
have him trapped, he's definitely not going to be able to move there without splitting himself in half.
Yeah, but then he'll always find a way, doesn't he?
If he gets cut in half, he's not coming back.
He's been killed so many times.
Well,
yeah, I suppose.
I mean, H2O, she finished the job by cutting his head off.
At the end of this one, if he stayed, but they hint, because once all the credits are done, it just has an audio of him breathing.
Yeah.
So he's obviously not dead.
Sequel.
Of course.
But, that being said, all the set pieces, the way it was shot and filmed was beautiful.
Yeah,
there was some really cool scenes.
I was so entertained. It was really funny. Cool obviously, Danny McBride had a bit of say in some of the banter.
The little kid that she was babysitting.
Oh my god, he was hilarious. The banter was so good. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I got probably 2 or 3 funny moments out of it. I was like, huh.
But it's just one of those movies that you don't expect to be funny. So you're just oh my god, this made me laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about it. I like that in a movie.
Overall, like you explained it well, it's a homage to the original.
Such a homage, yeah.
And it was good to see that John Carpenter was back to do the score.
Yes.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because he was the original director, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, look, overall, I did enjoy the film. There were some things that I wish they'd done differently.
I agree.
Maybe change the story itself. Seemed like
just a couple of plot holes.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It's a horror movie. Like how much detail can you go into? Obviously,
exactly. And it's Halloween.
And there were some really gripping moments, especially when she's at the end and Laurie's going through the house trying to find him. And he's like not in that room.
In the that was great. That was so smart.
That was pretty intense.
So smart.
Like it built up the suspense.
Yeah.
I just rhymed for the second time. No,
do you know? Okay, so something that I did not like. Was the casting of Judy Keir as the daughter.
Really?
I don't know. I
didn't mind her.
I just feel like I couldn't take her seriously as like a seriously traumatized from her childhood person.
Well, the characters that stood out to me were Hawkins, the police officer.
Always.
And Ray, the girl's father, or Judy Greer's, or Laurie's.
The husband, yeah. He was so good.
He was great. I was so sad to see him die.
Yeah, me too.
In such a wussy way.
Yeah. It wasn't good enough.
It was a change.
Do you know the other thing that I didn't like? The doctor, when he put the mask on. I thought that was so lame.
That was that part was like really.
That's when it lost me. I was like,
really?
That's just.
He was obviously a Mike Myers fanboy.
Yeah, of course.
But
that was just like I was like, that's not needed.
Too far.
I was like, nah, just keep it as Michael.
He had a pretty grisly death though.
Yeah, well deserved.
But I think like that's the one thing that the sequels had. They kind of expanded on the mythos. A bit more. I mean, they did go to some pretty crazy places, like with cults and people that were trying to help Mike Myers escape. But he was just such a force
to be
reckoned with.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, he was like he would have been, how old was he? Because he would have been like...
Well, he had grey hairs, so he would be like...
But he...
I mean, people can go grey young.
So he would be, what?
God, like in his
70 or 80?
Yeah. I mean, it's looking pretty good for 80.
It's pretty strong for 80.
Well, they say that the mental asylum that he was at, they would do exercise and everything every day, so he's keeping in shape.
But he hasn't moved that entire time. Well, he hasn't spoken that entire time.
No, yeah. They keep him in that sunlight area for an hour.
They really played that up. They were like, oh, is he going to speak for the first time?
No.
Nope.
Anyway, if you had to rate it?
Look, I know I'm not going to be popular, but I'm going to give it a 5.
Well, that's all right. You're staying in the midline. That's nice. That's fair. I'm going to give it a 6. Because while it wasn't, like, the best thing ever, I was still pretty entertained. Because I went into it thinking, like, no, this is most likely going to be not best. But I was entertained. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, look, fun watch. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's worth the watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just so you can make up your own opinion.
Yeah.
Or your own mind, sorry.
Yeah.
But anyway, hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And also subscribe if you want to see future content, and hit the bell if you want to get notifications of when we update.
Ooh, there's a bell.
There's a bell. You don't know much about YouTube, do you?
I'm getting there.
Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you later.
See ya!